Everything you need to know about Zack Snyder's upcoming 4-hour Justice League movie. Fans will finally receive the original Justice League director's true vision of the film in 2021. After years of speculation and rallying from fans, the Snyder Cut will stream on HBO Max. Zack Snyder and his producing partner and wife, Deborah Snyder, are among the many people working on the new cut of the film daily. I like this idea that at the time the hashtag #ReleaseTheSnyderCut was the largest sort of voluminous hashtag and or social media presence of any Warner Bros. Movie ever made, and it didn't exist, Zack said during a Justice Con panel to help raise funds for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. That feels problematic. If I own a studio, that feels like an issue. I think we need to figure that out, he added. Over the past year, the Snyders have spoken about the film a handful of times briefly. Zack revealed more information about the movie at WB's virtual DC Fandom event along with a trailer. In November, he spoke with YouTuber Grace Randolph a bit more about the HBO Max cut. Here is what we know about Justice League. The film won't contain any footage Joss Whedon shot for the 2017 release. When asked if his version of Justice League will contain any of Whedon's footage at JusticeCon, Zack Snyder said there wasn't a chance we would see anything that someone else filmed in the HBO Max cut. I would set it on fire before I would use a single frame that I did not photograph. That is a effing hard fact, said Snyder. So that red sky that was featured prominently during the big fight with the Parademons? That will be going away. Snyder is working off of a 2017 version of the film. The cut that I'm working on was finished in February of, I think it was, 2017, Zack Snyder said at JusticeCon. That's the giant super long version of the movie. Henry Cavill's Superman will be seen wearing his iconic black suit. Zack Snyder teased the suit during a conversation at JusticeCon. He recalled arguing with Warner Bros. To use the black suit in the original film and was told they didn't think it was a good idea. I knew it was the correct evolution for him when he rose from the dead, that he would be in the black suit, said Snyder. There was this obsession with it being funny or light or something. And for some reason the perception of the black suit made everyone feel like, oh, that sounds like you're just trying to make the movie dark and scary. Though he backed down at the time, Snyder said he experimented to make sure they could change the color of the suit later on if needed. The film will showcase a different villain, Darkseid. Darkseid is notoriously one of the biggest villains in the DC universe, but he never wound up in the 2017 movie. The character was seen in Snyder's first teaser for his cut of the film. Steppenwolf, who became the villain of the theatrical release, will still be in the new movie with a look that's closer to his original design. Zack Snyder hinted we'll see him with his older design, describing him as scary and cool. He just wants Darkseid to accept him and take him back, said Snyder. The film will be 4 hours long. The new version will be twice as long as the original theatrical cut. It's going to be in 4 parts, 1 hour each, so 4 hours of Justice League is coming your way, said Zack Snyder at DC Fandom. Snyder said they are going to find a way to bundle it together, as one long theatrical cut if you want to watch it as a single film. It will be available for international audiences to watch. We are working on a distribution plan, said Zack Snyder, for any international fans hoping to watch his version of Justice League who don't have access to HBO Max. Snyder has been restoring the film so you can see more of the movie. What does that mean? The theatrical release shows the film in widescreen. Snyder is working so you can see the full film in a 4:3 ratio. A lot of the restoration is sort of trying to put that back, said Snyder. It's a completely different sort of aesthetic. A lot of the work that we are doing is trying to restore the full frame. It's literally a restoration project at this point, he added. Snyder illustrated what he meant with a sketch of Batfleck during Justice Con that you can see above. He and his team are restoring the extra information that gets cut out of a widescreen cut of a film. What will this be called? Zack Snyder's Justice League appears to be the current name. The Snyder Cut has been referred to as Zack Snyder's Justice League, but that may not be the actual name of the final product we see on HBO Max. It is the name we all want, said Zack Snyder. It is the name we are working on. It's legal reasons that restrict it, but we are trying to work that out. It is the correct sort of way of looking at the movie, because it's really a pure sort of vision unencumbered by anything other than what we think is awesome, he added. There will be more of Ray Fisher. Snyder said a lot of the new version of Justice League incorporates flashback scenes of Ray Fisher Cyborg that were removed. The trailers showed footage of Fisher as a high school football star that were never in the final film. Snyder's latest cut of the trailer, released November 17th to mark the 3-year anniversary of the film's initial release, shows a brand new shot of Cyborg after his accident watching others play football in his neighborhood. There is also more of the Flash. I think people are going to see a lot more of the Flash, and they are going to see a little bit more of his emotional arc, and I hope they enjoy it, said Zack Snyder during DC Fandom. Snyder teased, we'll see something new with the Flash's superpowers. You're going to see something with Flash in this film I don't think that you have ever seen before, Snyder told Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins. He's a quantum character. He interacts with time and space, so you might see him do something that is timely. He filmed some of Miller's shots while he was working on WB's next Fantastic Beasts sequel. Snyder directed over Zoom, while the Fantastic Beasts crew shot what he needed. We'll finally see Kiersey Clemons as Iris West. The new trailer teases Barry Allen the Flash saving Iris West from a car accident. Iris was cut out of the original Justice League movie. In the comics and TV show, West and Allen eventually marry. The film will contain a scene between Lois Lane and Clark's mother after Superman's death. Producer Deborah Snyder was asked if there was a favorite scene of motherhood in the DCU that moved her during a Justice Con panel. In addition to a scene between Clark Kent and Martha in Man of Steel, Snyder mentioned a Justice League moment that she couldn't discuss much between Lois Lane and Superman's mother, Martha Kent, played by Diane Lane. There is an amazing scene that was not in the theatrical release, I don't know why, when Diane Lane comes to visit Lois after Clark's death, and she's been not going out, said Snyder. It's just this very supportive scene because, even though she's lost her house, she's coming there not to ask for help, but to help Lois, said Snyder, adding that the scene will be in their version of the film. The scene is teased in the teaser trailer for the film. Will Green Lantern be in this Snyder cut? Possibly. Initial marketing for the film included the phrase, "Unite the Seven." Only 6 heroes were in Justice League. Snyder teased on Vero we could see a version of the character in his cut. Don't hold your breath for Ryan Reynolds to reprise his role though. During his Justice Con chat, fans noticed there were some green hearts on a shirt Snyder showed off, which may hint at the character. We did do that. It's a thing, isn't it? I see it too. I'm looking at my thing right there. I'm like, oh. Green hearts everywhere. Anyway, like I was saying, said Snyder, artfully diverting the conversation elsewhere. The original version of Justice League was supposed to have a Martian Manhunter reveal. Snyder revealed on Vero that General Swanwick, Harry Lennox, was eventually going to be revealed as Martian Manhunter. He never got to film that part of Justice League, though. Jared Leto will be back as the Joker with a different look. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Leto is part of reshoots for the 2017 movie. The first trailer for the Snyder Cut teased the clown prince of crime when a Joker card briefly flew across the screen. Zack Snyder confirmed to Grace Randolph on her YouTube show, Beyond the Trailer, that he approached Leto to join reshoots. He was really gracious entertaining my idea, Snyder said of approaching Leto to return. When I told him that it was a thing that I'd been kicking around in my head for quite a while, I feel like he sort of warmed up to this idea, that it was kind of an inevitable thing to have to happen. I am grateful, and I am forever in debt to his kindness for doing it. Snyder added that Leto's Joker will appear in a small scene in the new cut with a new look. Some water has gone under the proverbial bridge between when last we saw Joker and this appearance, he added. He's a rogue, wary Joker. He is not the only one returning. Joe Manganiello is reportedly returning as Deathstroke. Collider reports Manganiello will reprise his role in the Snyder Cut. The actor played the Teen Titans villain in a post-credit scene of 2017's Justice League. He was teaming up with Lex Luthor to form a group of supervillains, likely the Legion of Doom, to counter the Justice League. The reshoots will add about 4 to 5 minutes to the cut's runtime. In the end, it's probably going to be about 4 minutes or 5 minutes of additional photography. Snyder told Randolph of how much his reshoots are adding to his 4-hour cut of Justice League.